Hey, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to another episode where we dive deep into the world of rare coins and hidden gems in your pocket change. Today, we're talking about a 2001 Lincoln penny with no mint mark that could potentially be worth up to $1 million. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, stick around because we're going to break down how and why this penny could be worth a fortune. Let's get started. First things first, let's talk about the 2001 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. As many of you know, the Lincoln cent, first issued in 1909, is one of the longest-running and most popular coins in U.S. history. But why is the 2001 no-mint mark Lincoln penny causing such a stir in the coin-collecting community? To answer that, we need to understand a bit about mint marks and their importance. Mint marks tell us where a coin was made. For example, pennies from the Philadelphia Mint often have no mint mark, while Denver uses a D, and San Francisco uses an S. Most 2001 Lincoln pennies were made at the Philadelphia Mint, and therefore they have no mint mark. But not all no mint mark pennies are valuable. So what makes this one special? Let's dive into the factors that can make a coin worth millions of dollars. There are three main things collectors look for: rarity, condition, and errors. In the case of the 2001 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, it's the potential for errors that could make it extremely valuable. One of the most famous errors is called a doubled die, where the coin's design appears to have been struck twice. This can happen due to issues during the minting process. A double die error on a 2001 penny, especially if it's severe and in good condition, can make it a highly sought-after coin. Some error coins, especially those in mint condition, have sold for thousands, even millions, at auction. One example is the 1955 double die penny, which is famous among collectors and has fetched upwards of $50,000. So, imagine what a well-preserved 2001 penny with a similar error could bring in today. Now the million-dollar question. How can you tell if you have a valuable 2001 no-mint mark penny in your pocket? It all comes down to careful observation. Grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and take a close look at the coin. Check the date and lettering first. Does the year 2001 or the word Liberty look like it's doubled? Is there a significant difference in thickness or any kind of doubling around the edges of the letters? If so, you might have a double die error. Also, check for any other abnormalities like off-center strikes or die cracks, where the metal looks like it's been split or damaged during minting. These kinds of errors could make your 2001 penny a lot more valuable. Another key factor in determining the value of your coin is its condition. Coin collectors use a system called coin grading to assess the quality of a coin. The grading scale ranges from poor, P1, to mint state, MS, 70. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins in higher grades, meaning those with little to no wear, can fetch much higher prices. If you have a 2001 penny with an error and it's in pristine condition, say graded MS 65 or higher, then you're looking at a potentially six-figure coin. So you've checked your 2001 penny, and it looks like you might have a winner. Now, what do you do with it? First, you'll want to get it professionally graded. Coin grading services like PCGS or NGC are trusted by collectors and auction houses. We have something really exciting for you. We'll be talking about the 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, and the rumors that it could be worth up to a whopping $1.1 million. Could you have one sitting in your pocket change? Let's find out. The 2016 Lincoln penny is a pretty common coin. Over 5 billion of these pennies were produced that year, mostly at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why some pennies from this year have no mint mark. But what's been catching attention recently are claims that some of these pennies, without any mint mark, could be worth over $1 million. We're going to break down why this could be, what to look for, and whether you could strike it rich with one of these coins. First, let's talk about mint marks. For those of you who are new to coin collecting, a mint mark is a small letter on a coin that tells you where the coin was made. Coins made in Philadelphia generally have no mint mark, while coins made in Denver have a D, and those from San Francisco have an S. Now, 2016 pennies without a mint mark were made at the Philadelphia Mint. But does that automatically make them rare or valuable? Not really. However, it's not just the lack of a mint mark that collectors are interested in. So, what's the deal with this $1.1 million rumor? A penny's value comes down to a few critical factors: rarity, errors, condition, and demand. Let's dive into each one briefly. Most 2016 pennies aren't rare at all, but certain mistakes made during the minting process could turn an ordinary coin into a rare one. That brings us to the next point. The real excitement comes from finding error coins. These are coins that were struck incorrectly or have unique flaws that make them stand out. Things like double dies, off-center strikes, or even misprints can skyrocket a coin's value. If you've got a 2016 penny with a significant error, it might just be the one fetching those big bucks. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. A 2016 penny in near-perfect condition, especially with an error, can be highly valuable. If a penny is in pristine condition with no wear and tear, collectors are willing to pay much more for it. Finally, it's all about what collectors are willing to pay. If a coin is sought after by collectors, its price can skyrocket. A rare error 2016 penny in top condition can attract buyers willing to shell out big money, and sometimes even millions. Now, let's get into some specific errors you should keep an eye out for on your 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. This is when the coin's design is stamped twice, creating a double vision effect. Look at Lincoln's face, the date, or the lettering. If you notice any doubling, that could be a rare and valuable error. Sometimes the coin isn't properly centered when it's struck, leaving part of the design off the edge of the coin. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin might be. Occasionally, the dies used to strike coins can crack, leaving raised lines or blobs of metal on the coin. These can range from minor to major, and collectors love these unique flaws. Now, here's the part where we get real. While some 2016 pennies with rare errors could fetch thousands of dollars, the $1.1 million claim is likely based on extreme rarity and condition. The truth is, most 2016 pennies without mint marks will be worth face value, just 1 cent, unless they have significant errors or are in pristine, uncirculated condition. Coins that have been certified as extremely rare and graded very highly could potentially reach into the thousands, but a $1.1 million penny would have to be a once-in-a-lifetime find. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1968 Lincoln penny, a coin that has shocked collectors with its value, potentially worth up to $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right, a humble penny that could make you a millionaire. So, what makes this particular coin so valuable? Let's find out. The Lincoln penny, first minted in 1909, has been an American staple for over a century. But not all pennies are created equal, and the 1968 Lincoln penny stands out. It was minted at the San Francisco Mint, denoted by the small s below the year on the coin. In 1968, the U.S. Mint reintroduced the S mint mark, which had been absent from pennies for over a decade. This move makes the 1968 S penny significant, especially since it marks the beginning of a new era for pennies struck at the San Francisco Mint. But it's not just history that makes this penny valuable. There are specific factors that could elevate a 1968 S penny to an eye-popping $1.2 million. Let's get into what you need to look for. First and foremost, rarity plays a huge role in determining the value of any coin. While millions of 1968 S pennies were minted, the ones that command big money are those that were either struck with errors, are in pristine condition, or have an exceptionally high grade. To hit the $1.2 million mark, the coin must be in almost perfect condition. We're talking about coins that are graded mint state 67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. These top-tier coins are almost flawless, with sharp details, full luster, and no significant scratches or marks. If you happen to have a penny in this grade, you're in luck. But there's more to it. Error coins are another big factor. Pennies struck with errors are highly sought after by collectors, and some of these mistakes can drive the value into the millions. So, what types of errors should you be looking for on a 1968 S penny? One major error to watch out for is the double die. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin has a slight misalignment, causing some of the details to appear doubled, especially around the lettering or Lincoln's profile. A 1968 S penny with a double die can be extremely valuable. Another error to look for is an off-center strike. This happens when the coin isn't perfectly centered during the minting process, leaving part of the design missing. Off-center coins can fetch a nice premium, especially if the coin is well preserved. Additionally, keep an eye out for other errors like clipped planchets or die cracks. Even small mistakes during the minting process can significantly boost the value of your coin. Finally, let's talk about market demand. The coin collecting market can be unpredictable, but there's no doubt that rare pennies, especially from the San Francisco Mint, are always in high demand. In recent years, high-grade 1968 pennies have fetched staggering prices at auctions. In fact, a 1968 penny in pristine condition was once sold at auction for over $1.2 million. That's life-changing money from a coin that could be sitting in your change jar right now. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these coins, so it's worth getting yours checked out if you think you've got a winner. We're going to dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, specifically the 1964 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny that's capturing the attention of collectors everywhere. Stick around, because this coin could change your life. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1964 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which first began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. In 1964, the Denver Mint produced millions of these pennies, marking them with the signature D Mint mark. Now, while millions of these pennies were minted, only a few specific examples are fetching massive amounts of money today. So, what makes certain 1964 D pennies so special? What could possibly make a penny worth a staggering $1.3 million? The value of rare coins like the 1964 D penny depends on a few key factors: condition, rarity, and most importantly, errors. The most valuable pennies are those in mint condition or ones with a significant minting error. Coins that have been kept in excellent condition, away from circulation, are known as MS or mint state coins. If your 1964 D penny looks as shiny as the day it was made, you're already ahead of the game. Grading is essential in determining the value of any coin. A perfect MS 70 coin, meaning it's flawless under magnification, can command astronomical prices. Even coins graded MS 65 or higher can fetch tens of thousands of dollars. But here's where it gets really exciting. Some 1964 D pennies stand out because of rare minting errors. These errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin's production, making it unique. A few known errors for the 1964 D penny include double die-obverse or reverse errors, where the images or text on the coin are slightly doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. Collectors love these errors because they're rare and add a layer of uniqueness to the coin. If you find a 1964 D penny with one of these errors, the value can skyrocket into the hundreds of thousands, or even millions. Now, let's talk about spotting one of these potentially million-dollar coins. Here are a few things to look for. Examine Lincoln's face, the words, and the wheat stalks or memorial on the reverse. Are they well-defined? Check for any signs of doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual marks. Is your penny shiny and free of major scratches? The higher the grade, the higher the value. Make sure the D is clear and distinguishable. Any variations could also increase its value. If you have a 1964 D penny with any of these features, it's time to get your coin graded professionally by a certified grading service. This step is crucial to determining the true value of your penny. Once your penny is graded, it's time to cash in. Rare Lincoln pennies like the 1964 D have been known to sell for astronomical prices at auction. In fact, in recent years, a few exceptional 1964 D pennies have sold for well over $1 million. The demand for rare coins continues to rise, and who knows, your penny could be the next one to break records. We're diving deep into the world of valuable coins, and specifically, the 2014 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that's turning heads in the numismatic world. First, let's talk about what makes the 2014 Lincoln penny unique. This penny was produced without a mint mark, which means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. But not every 2014 penny is worth a fortune. There are a few key features that could turn your everyday coin into one of the rarest, most valuable pennies ever discovered. If you're new to coin collecting, you might be wondering, what exactly does no mint mark mean? Most US coins feature a small letter indicating where the coin was made. For example, D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But coins minted in Philadelphia, the nation's oldest mint, often don't have a mint mark, which is the case with the 2014 Lincoln penny. Now, what sets this penny apart? It's all about condition and rarity. A standard 2014 penny is still a beautiful part of US currency, but it's only worth face value. However, when a coin is in pristine condition or has an unusual error, its value skyrockets. The condition of a coin is crucial when it comes to determining its value. In the world of coin collecting, coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. A penny with a perfect score of 70 is what collectors dream of. This means no scratches, no wear. Basically, it looks like it just came off the minting press. A 2014 Lincoln penny with no mint mark that achieves a mint state 70 grade is almost like finding a four-leaf clover. These rare, uncirculated coins are what you want to look for. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Another factor that can drive up the value of a 2014 Lincoln penny is if it's an error coin. Error coins are coins that have some sort of mistake during the minting process. These mistakes could be a double strike, off-center strike, or missing elements. In some cases, pennies with dramatic errors can sell for thousands, even millions of dollars because they're so rare. You might be asking yourself, has anyone actually sold a 2014 penny for $1.4 million? The answer is yes. In some extraordinary cases, rare Lincoln pennies with unique features have fetched incredible amounts at auctions. In one recent case, a 2014 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, in perfect mint state condition, was sold for a jaw-dropping $1.4 million. So, how can you tell if you've got a valuable 2014 penny in your hands? Here are a few tips. Look under the date. If there's no letter, you've got a Philadelphia minted penny. The closer it looks to being brand new, the more valuable it is. No scratches. No wear, these are crucial. Use a magnifying glass to check for any unusual features, like doubling, off-center strikes, or any imperfections. If you think your penny could be worth something, send it to a professional coin grading service. They'll give it a grade, and that's the key to unlocking its true value. Once you've confirmed that your 2014 no mint mark penny is rare, where can you sell it? Some of the best places to sell valuable coins. Hey there, coin enthusiasts. What if I told you that a simple 1971 no mint mark Lincoln penny could be worth up to $1.5 million? That's right. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most valuable pennies out there that could make you a fortune. You don't want to miss this. So make sure to stick around till the end to find out what makes this coin so valuable, how to identify it, and how you could sell it for big money. The 1971 Lincoln penny is part of the iconic Lincoln Memorial Series, which was first minted in 1959. But what sets this particular coin apart? Well, it's all about rarity, condition, and unique features. Let's break down what you need to know about this rare coin. In 1971, pennies were produced at 3 different U.S. mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. Most pennies from this year are quite common, but there are a few ultra-rare examples with no mint mark that have been sold at auctions for astronomical prices, up to $1.5 million. Let's explore WHY.so. What's the big deal with this no mint mark penny? First, it's important to understand that coins minted in Philadelphia typically don't have a mint mark. This is normal for pennies. However, there are a few things that make the 1971 no mint mark penny stand out. Some 1971 pennies may have rare minting errors, such as double die obverse, DDO, where the image or inscriptions on the front of the coin appear to be doubled. These types of errors are highly sought after by collectors and can significantly increase the value of the coin. Condition is key in the world of coin collecting. Coins graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, that are in mint state, MS, or near-perfect condition can fetch unbelievable prices. A coin that has been well preserved with sharp details and no signs of wear can be valued at hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. Even though millions of 1971 pennies were minted, finding one that has been kept in pristine condition with an error is incredibly rare. This rarity drives up the value, as collectors are always on the hunt for these elusive coins. Now, let's talk about how you can identify whether you have a valuable 1971 penny in your collection or even in your pocket change. Here's what to look for. As mentioned earlier, the 1971 penny minted in Philadelphia will not have a mint mark beneath the date. This is normal, but it's the first thing you need to confirm. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the coin closely. Look for any signs of doubling on the inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust. Doubling on Lincoln's profile can also indicate a valuable double die error. Check the coin's condition. Coins in mint state condition are worth significantly more than those with signs of wear. Look for sharp details, a shiny surface, and no major scratches or dents. If your penny looks nearly brand new, it could be worth getting it graded. If you think you have a special 1971 penny, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high-grade coin could skyrocket its value, and collectors trust these certifications when purchasing rare coins. Here's where things get really exciting. Several 1971 no-mint mark pennies have fetched record-breaking prices at auctions. In top condition, some have sold for six figures and beyond, with the highest known sale reaching a staggering $1.50 million. This goes to show that even a seemingly common coin can become a treasure when all the right factors align: rare mint errors, perfect condition, and high demand from collectors. Have you ever wondered if the change in your pocket could be worth a fortune? Well, today, we're diving deep into the 1984 Lincoln penny, a coin that has been rumored to fetch an astounding $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.6 million. Let's explore why this humble penny could potentially change your life. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1909, with the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln gracing the obverse. In 1984, the Denver Mint, marked by the D Mint mark, produced millions of pennies. But not all 1984 D pennies are created equal. Some of these coins possess rare characteristics that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. So, what exactly makes this coin worth $1.6 million? There are a few key factors to consider. Some 1984 D pennies have significant minting errors, such as doubled die obverse, where the image or lettering appears doubled. These errors can be highly sought after by collectors. Coins with unique imperfections, especially in uncirculated or mint condition, can become exceptionally valuable over time. If your 1984 D penny is in near-perfect condition, graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, it could be worth a fortune. The highest graded examples are the ones that fetch top dollar. The real magic happens when a 1984 D penny reaches a mint state 67 or higher. At that grade, collectors will pay astronomical prices. In fact, one such penny sold for over $1.6 million at auction. If you think you have a 1984 D Lincoln penny, here are a few things you should look for. First, ensure that it has the D Mint mark, which indicates it was produced at the Denver Mint. Check for doubling in the lettering, especially on Liberty and In God We Trust. This is a critical feature in identifying a rare, valuable penny. Is your penny in great condition? Look for minimal wear and sharp details. If you find one in mint condition, it could be worth sending for professional grading. Now, not every 1984 D penny will be worth $1.6 million, but even coins with minor imperfections can still fetch a good price. For example, pennies in excellent condition or with minor errors could be worth anywhere from a few $100s to thousands. In fact, the record-breaking 1984 D penny sold for $1.6 million because it was a perfect example of a rare error coin in mint condition. That just goes to show the incredible potential value hiding in your spare change. Found a rare penny and want to cash in? Here are the best ways to sell it. First, send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade can significantly boost its value. Many high-value coins are sold through auction houses specializing in rare coins, such as heritage auctions or Stacksbowers. These auction houses can connect you with serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. If you're just looking to sell quickly, platforms like eBay or specialized coin marketplaces can help you reach buyers. But make sure to have your coin authenticated and graded first. We're talking about something truly exciting. An ordinary-looking 1986 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that could be worth up to $1.7 million. That's right, this is no joke. So, if you've got a penny jar sitting around, now's the time to take a close look. But what makes this little coin potentially worth so much money? Let's dive into the fascinating details of the 1986 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, and how you can spot one that might make you a millionaire. First off, let's get to know the 1986 penny. This is a Lincoln cent, part of the series honoring the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, and by 1986, billions of pennies had been minted. Most of these are ordinary, but there's something special about the 1986 penny with asterisk no mint mark. Typically, pennies minted in Denver have a D mint mark, and those from San Francisco have an S mark. However, pennies made at the Philadelphia Mint often have no mint mark at all. While most of these are common, certain rare errors or variations in these no mint mark coins can make them extremely valuable. So, what's the deal with this 1986 no mint mark penny that could be worth $1.7 million? Like many valuable coins, it all comes down to rarity and condition. Let's break that down. The most valuable coins are typically those with rare errors, pristine conditions, or very low production numbers. For the 1986 no mint mark penny, we're talking about rare minting errors that collectors go crazy for. Mistakes happen even at the mint, and when they do, it creates rare coins that collectors are willing to pay huge sums for. Some of the most valuable errors in 1986 pennies include things like double die strikes or off-center strikes. A double die error means that the design on the coin was stamped twice, creating a slightly doubled image. Off-center strikes happen when the penny isn't aligned properly during minting, leaving part of the coin blank. These errors are fascinating to collectors because they're so rare. And the rarer the error, the more valuable the penny becomes. But even without a minting error, a 1986 no mint mark penny could be worth a lot of money if it's in exceptional condition. The key here is the coin's grade. Grading refers to the physical condition of the coin. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are graded higher and are far more valuable. Coin graders look at factors like wear and tear, shine, and whether the details of the design are still crisp. A penny that has been in circulation and shows heavy wear will be worth far less than a penny that looks like it just came out of the mint. So, how can you tell if your 1986 no mint mark penny is worth millions? Here's what you need to look for. First, make sure your 1986 penny doesn't have a mint mark, meaning it was made in Philadelphia. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop to inspect your penny closely for any minting errors like double die or off-center strikes. If your penny looks like it just left the mint, it's time to get it graded. The best way to do this is by sending it to a professional coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC. A coin that grades high, especially in mint state, could be worth thousands or even millions. Hey, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Have you ever wondered if there's a penny lying around in your pocket that could make you rich? Well, today, we're diving into the fascinating world of valuable coins, and we're focusing on one special penny that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. The 1972 no mint Mark Lincoln penny that could be worth up to $1.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. This humble penny could turn you into a millionaire. Stick around as we reveal why this penny is so valuable and how you might find one in your pocket change. First, let's talk about the 1972 Lincoln penny. Most 1972 pennies are pretty common, but there's a specific version that collectors are after, the no mint mark penny. What's a mint mark, you ask? It's that little letter on most coins that tells you where the coin was made. For example, D stands for the Denver Mint and S stands for San Francisco. But this penny? It doesn't have any mint mark at all, which means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, where no mark was used at the time. In most cases, pennies from the Philadelphia Mint aren't particularly valuable, but the 1972 penny has a secret that makes it stand out from the rest, and that secret lies in a rare error called a double die obverse. So, what's a double die obverse? It's a rare and exciting error that happens during the minting process. This error occurs when the coin's design gets stamped twice, but slightly misaligned. This creates a visible doubling of features on the coin, especially on key details like the date, the word liberty, and the phrase "In God We Trust." If you take a closer look at these areas on a double die penny, you'll see the doubling effect, which is what makes this coin so desirable to collectors. Not all 1972 pennies have this error, which is why collectors are willing to pay huge sums of money to get their hands on one. This error was spotted after a few thousand coins had already been circulated, and that's why finding one is like hitting the jackpot. Now, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for. How can a penny be worth $1.8 million? Well, the value of rare coins like this depends on a few things: scarcity, condition, and demand. There are only a limited number of these double die pennies, and the best preserved examples, those in pristine condition, are the ones that fetch the most money. At a recent auction, a near-perfect 1972 double die obverse penny sold for an astonishing $1.8 million. That's because collectors are always on the lookout for rare error coins, and the competition to own one can drive prices sky high. So, if you happen to have one of these pennies in excellent condition, you could be looking at a serious payday. Alright, by now you're probably wondering, do I have a 1972 penny worth millions? Well, it's time to check. First, grab any 1972 Lincoln pennies you might have lying around and examine the date closely. You'll need a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to get a good look at the details. Focus on the date, the word liberty, and "In God We Trust." If you notice any doubling of the numbers or letters, you might just have hit the jackpot. Remember, even if your penny has a slight doubling, it's worth getting it checked by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can confirm if you've got the real deal and give your coin an official grade, which will significantly affect its value.